Ooh, what's up, jobbers, and welcome to the latest edition of the Jobber Knocker podcast. As always, Nestlemania alongside for the ride is a man that, well, may have lost his life savings at the poker table. I'm not really sure. JC.
I don't play poker, Joe. Jesus.
Yeah.
Blackjack, Adam Mania.
You want 21? I got 22. You have no idea what that is. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't.
It's a Jake Roberts drunk promo. Anyway, moving on. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got, Forbidden Door if we want to talk about it. We have NXT Heat Wave. We've got the regular stuff, and we've got a clash that's potentially happening in Paris later this week. So we've got a lot to get on the meat here, JC. And I'm going to let you navigate this Jobber Knocker cruise.
We're going to start with Forbidden Door, Nestlemania.
Okay.
We are, because, it's AEW. They always put on good shows, but there are some things that we have to talk about. I mean, those of you on the video version, you are seeing my name this week, so we're definitely going to be talking about my new favorite wrestler, Bozilla! Greatest wrestler of all time. All in. 21-year-old stud. Fucking meet superstar of the year. Fucking stud. But we'll get there. But Nestlemania, we have to talk about the first match because, Edge's entrance was cool. The crowd singing it was really good. But the highlight of this match to me was a chant for Christian. Hey, Christian. Ooh, I want to know if you'll be my dad. Fantastic. I absolutely love it. But yeah, this match happened. They won. Whatever. We can move on, Adam, from that.
Listen, I like that there was a handshake, go for the hugs. We're not there yet. And I was like, okay, that was beautiful. That was wonderful because it gave us a crumb, but not exactly everything. And poor fucking Kip Sabian. My goodness. Did you see his face afterwards?
Oh yeah.
Woo, lordy. But and it was funny that Nick Wayne hurting his fucking foot really fucked everything up here. But I don't know.
But to me, this match was more believable with Kill Switch and someone than
absolutely.
two little micro midgets over there,
Micro midgets. Would there be? Jesus.
I'm surprised that you aren't talking about Mother Wayne because she broke the internet with her outfit.
Listen, if there's one thing I know about that, it's that I like milk. Let's just put it that way.
We'll leave it there when you need them. Bert loves milk too. All right, Nestlemania. This definitely wasn't the next match, but I don't care about anything else. We're talking about fucking Bozilla. So once again, I had no fucking idea who this person was. I think last week when I picked the match, I'm like, Bozilla, what a dumb fucking name. First off, she's a 21-year-old German wrestler. I believe in Stardom, for those who don't know. She is a fucking unit. She's an absolute stud. She comes out with a smoking mask, first of all. So I'm like, badass. Cool. If you're going to wear a stupid mask and it smokes, that makes it cool. But then I start watching this girl in the fucking ring, and she is fucking incredible. Only been wrestling like 4 years, but how nimble she is, her fucking in-ring character work, I was blown away. This girl will probably be in WWE within 4 months. Mercedes probably got her a contract. The other star of this match to me, Persephone, is a fucking stud. The CML, is that what it's called? I will say this, Nestlemania. Persephone hit a spear in this match. There is only one person on the entire planet I've seen do a better spear than Persephone did, and that's Braun Breaker. So Roman Reigns, all you other fucking Edge, all you other fucking spear wannabes, Persephone does it better than you. Congratulations, Persephone. Tony Khan's probably going to give you a contract. But, 9 belts Monet. She has 9 now, by the way. So you got to get to 10, baby. Bonus hope. Of course, she retained. But this was a fun match. And, I want Bozilla on my TV forever. She is fucking incredible.
My question is there going to be another female wrestler that can stack up to her in AEW? Now, we know in WWE, studs a planet.
WWE. Get her to WWE. Fuck AEW. They don't deserve
Jordan Grace alone, my goodness, right? Then you get to maybe the Raquel Rodriguez's of the world, the Rhea Ripley's,
Nia
Jax, Azaria, perhaps, if she gets to show her little 2 cents. There's plenty of meat for the ladies as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but Bozilla, I was blown away. When they told me she was 21, I was blown away because I had no background on this girl. And I'm watching her wrestle, and I'm like, this girl's really fucking good. They're like, yeah, 4 years experience, 21 years old. I was like, what? Stud. Future stud of the world.
And just imagine, she doesn't really know what she's doing yet. She knows what she's doing, but when you let someone marinate and if you go under the HBK learning tree, Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah. And you see Joe in the chat, he did say, it's Mercedes put over big time. She really did. I mean, that's what Mercedes does. She's one of the best in the world. No matter what you think of her, she can't not be in your top 3, but she is an absolute stud. And yeah, but it was just one of those things. It's like, this reminded me so much of the Stephanie match. I was like, she just put these women on the map, like just absolutely put them on the map. And I think the other girl in this match is Will Ospreay's wife, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Which whatever, she's fine. But the other two were just absolute standouts. So that was a lot of fun. But next up, Nestlemania. Where was did you see the shit show of the tag team match?
So I watched the clips of it.
Dog shit.
I mean, I'm happy. We're talking about
her business losing. Yeah, I'm wearing the shirt.
Brodita. Okay.
Yeah, bro. And here's the thing. It's like FTR not winning those titles is saying just like it's typical Tony Khan booking. Put it on Brodita. Whatever. They're fun. Whatever. Lame. I don't care. But the way they like did the Hurt Business, it's just like, this is so bad. Like, how is this your best creative way to have the Hurt Business lose the titles? And the best part is, and look, I love Ricochet, and I love that he has a group. But in his promo, he referenced like the reason why he did it was because this first night or whatever when they rejected him. Like, bro, that was like a year ago. It took you this long to fucking get revenge. Like, whatever. They're at least they're trying storyline wise, but they ruined a good match here with the fucking bullshit at the end.
Well, I mean, we don't know anything, right? So depending on what you believe and what you read, what you believe, as Joe said, there you go, Joe, you can get off our back. I'm trying to think to myself, let's just, in a hypothetical world, let's believe that the Hurt Business is creating a problem for AEW creatively, right? Let's just say that, right? Like you said, that's the best you can do.
Yeah. MVP wasn't there either, by the way.
Right. So I don't know.
Here's what I will say is what I expect to happen is because Lashley clearly, like, he doesn't want to be in a group with MJF. Like, I believe all that. Like, I've said it before. Lashley, we've seen him, like, complain about things in his WWE career. He was very outspoken in Bellator. He rubbed a lot of people in the MMA world the wrong way of being, like, a whiner and complaining and very stubborn and whatever. So I believe all that shit with him. But my guess is, like, what makes no sense here is MJF has this, like, alliance with Ricochet. They have 2 people. So that's 4 against 2. What I'm assuming is I think it's going to happen where Ricochet and his 2 goons are going to be taking on the Hurt Business, and they're going to need a 3rd man. And my boy Cedric Alexander through the darkness is going to rise in AEW, and they'll have the original group back together. But it's just like, and like whatever. But that way, then they could do Shelton and Cedric as a tag team again, and Bobby can do what he wants to do, and that's be a singles wrestler. And when MJF wins that title, whenever he cashes in his contract, which we got to talk about that, by the way, too, in the next match when we get to that. But Lashley will be his first competitor because, like, that's to me, that, like, it, obviously, yes, I'm just pontificating here, but I would say 99.99999% chance that I'm correct.
I've never been a big fan of Big Bob. I'll be honest. I mean, there's certain aspects of him that I really enjoy. I think MVP has a lot of knowledge. I mean, Shelton just goes along for the ride. It seems like he's a really nice, you know what I mean? So I don't have any problem with Shelton, but God damn it. Like, I don't know. I just remember when we would talk about like AEW has the best tag team division in the world. Then you see this shit and you're like, what the fuck am I watching? You know what I mean? Like, what are you watching? So it's really difficult for me, but I mean, I was hoping for FTR. It just seemed like that's the way to right the ship, so to speak.
But I guess you can do FTR and Christian Edge without the tag title. So like, I get it. So you're riding hot with Brodito, but Joe does bring up a good point here. It was advertised an elimination tag team match, and then I guess technically you could have eliminated them, but it's like you say this all the time, and now I can't enjoy these matches anymore. It's like the triple threat tag teams. There's supposed to be no DQ, but you only have like 2 people in the match, and it's just like it's a fucking mess. It should just be either a tornado tag team match or you like treat it like a triple threat where all 3 teams are in there and like whatever. And then you can do the stupid tags if you want, but it's a mess. We don't need to talk about it anymore because we need to get to, ready for this? It's hard. There were 2 matches of the weekend that actually blew me away. And this is one of them. Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Adam Hangman Page was a fucking classic. If you watch anything from this pay-per-view, watch this match because I said to you before the show, every time I watch MJF wrestle, I am reminded that he is one of the best wrestlers in the world. You don't think that, but it's just like total package guy. And this is why whenever he makes the jump to the WWE, I don't care how small he is or this and that, how many guys they have, he will shoot to the top because his style is like that. But he is actually a very good wrestler. He tells stories in the ring as good as anyone. And it just, obviously him and Hangman have incredible chemistry, incredible history. Hangman's no slouch himself. This was a beautiful fucking match. It was an absolute banger. You know, had all the shenanigans you could want in falsies, but the big fucking black eye on this goddamn thing was this contract bullshit where they're changing the goddamn rules about the contract. First off, they did the stupid thing at the end of Dynamite last week where they take the stipulation away so he gets his contract back. But then Tony Khan in the fucking post-presser goes, oh, I'm going to change how this goes because I listen to fans. And now if you want to execute your contract, you have to do it 1 week before. Shut the fuck up. That is the dumbest fucking stipulation. Who cares if it's a fucking carbon copy of Money in the Bank? That's not a bad thing, dumbass, but he's a fucking idiot. So now we're not going to get the surprise of MJF cashing on Heyman at some point after one of his banners with someone else, because MJF's going to have to be like the week before, I'm going to execute my contract. And then it's just like, why even have it then? Why even have it? He is so fucking stupid. And he took something that was their fucking highlight of the weekend and overshadowed it with this fucking nonsense. Nonsense, Adam. Nonsense.
I was going to ask you about this because it was something that was on my mind as well. Because when I heard the whole thing about you need at least a week minimum to advertise for WBD or just AEW in general, it's like, here's to me the difference between, and I'm not trying to say one's better than the other. I'm just saying here's a genre that is split into at least two different ways of logic. If you like AEW, you like wrestling for wrestling's sake. You like the idea of what it's going to be in that moment. WWE is wrestling, but it's more the characters, it's more the story-driven things, and things like Money in the Bank are a plot-telling device to further that story, regardless of whether or not Triple H likes it or not. We're always waiting for that cash in. It can happen at any time for a calendar year at any point, and the way that they set the table on it, it makes sense. But in AEW, the opposite is now happening where it's like, okay, you won this contract. It might as well just be a number one contender.
100%. Yep.
That's it. And I think that's the difference maker where it's like, okay, you're telling me that you and your audience do not want characters. They do not want stories. They just want wrestling. Fine. But don't pretend to be something that you're not then. Like, you want to say you're the best wrestlers of the world or we're the best wrestlers, all that stuff. Great. But don't tell me you're telling stories. You're just not. What you're doing is doing good wrestling. You can give me the whole fucking shebang about people saying, oh, we tell their stories in the ring. Sure, I'll believe that. But guess what? That's not enough to get a growing audience. What you're doing is by taking that contract and making it stupid by doing something where it's like, oh, we have to tell people a week in advance minimum. You're not letting the heel be a heel.
And you already blew it last year. And you tried to blow it again this year, but then you saved it because you realized you fucked it. Just absolute mess. And Nestlemania, that is a perfect transition for the main event. This was fucking the most typical AEW fucking unnecessary fucking spots and stabbing and fucking murder I've ever seen in my life. Because you know what was more effective? You know who might be the best blader in wrestling is MJF. Because you never see him do it, and he has the perfect crimson mask every time. All these other fucking guys are fucking suck. This entire main event was an absolute fucking shit show. The stabbing, like fuck off. Fuck off. This was terrible. I expected it to fucking hate it, and of course I fucking hated it. It fucking made no sense, and that was a typical bullshit. But what bothered me the most was what happened after the match. So pretty much Moxley, obviously they're writing Ospreay off TV. His entrance, by the way, was fucking awesome. Another thing you should watch because obviously like in, where he's from. And I will say his wifey there had a great intro for him too. It was cool. But that's beside the point. What happened after the match is Mox beats Ospreay within an inch of his life. And so Nestlemania, if you are trying to save someone who is in a cage and it's wrestling, how would you get in the cage if all the doors are locked?
You climb.
You'd fucking climb. All these fucking morons are like punching, trying to get it. Not one of these motherfuckers tried to climb the cage. So you know what? You're all fucking frauds. Ibushi, you're a fucking dipshit. Climb, you dumb fuck. Omega, all of you. You should all be fucking fired for this. This was pathetic. Like, this was bad. It's typical ending on this note like this. And I'm sure most of the virgins fucking love this match. Like they were sucking off the Zack Sabre match. You notice I didn't bring it up because I fucking fell asleep during it because nobody fucking cares. And Bryan Danielson on commentary fucking sucks. Get him the fuck out of my ears. He sucks. He took himself out of this match because I am proud of the people. Fuck off. Go away forever. That's beside the point. The cage thing bothered me so much. So fucking much. Because it's just like, you can't even, like, I'd understand what you're doing, and you're getting Moxley's heat back. That's what you should be doing. But fucking Christ, don't have all the baby faces laid out. Don't make them look stupid with a Bushi fucking punch in the cage. End rant.
You didn't even talk about the Umbop.
Oh, yeah, that was funny, too. I appreciated that. That was good. They used their original entrance, the Hanson thing going on there. Like, that was a nice touch.
I will say this much.
I hated this main event. I hated it. It was everything I am against in wrestling.
I mean, I think
Steel cage match with unnecessary violence.
I think Darby Allin and Moxley are just destined to be fucking stabbies forever, like with each other. It's unfucking believable. I mean, I was watching. I mean, like the ear thing alone was just like, okay, guys, we get it. We fucking get it. But come on, you know. The other thing I wanted to point out was, like fucking Tanahashi's trying to grab, go up the ladder, and they're all I'm like, okay, if you guys tell him not to do that, but you're okay with him ending the match with his finish, the frog splash. It was just like, God damn it. Like, what are we like? He looks like a guy who needs a hip replacement, for crying out loud. Like, Jesus Christ. And
awful.
That's one of those things that hurts my feelings, because I remember watching it and being like, this guy's the fucking, and New Japan Pro Wrestling John Cena. This guy was like the guy. And then you see him like, and I'm not trying to make a joke of it. It literally looked like when Santino does his walk down the ramp with his fucking hip. And it's like, oh, I get what you guys are trying to do for the poor guy, but Jesus Christ, like, you're supposed to tell me there's trained killers on the other side of that ring and fucking hip dysplasia gets the fucking victory? Give me a goddamn break.
Yeah, and a fucking violent. Like, this is just, I hate it. I hated it. I can't say the word hate enough. And I'm not a hater, but I fucking hated this. The only thing that would have been worse is Danielson staying on commentary. So at least he got out. But I don't know. Let's talk about Heatwave.
All right.
Because there was some good stuff you saw. Like, I enjoyed like parts of it. Yeah, but that was shit. First off, we kick off with the triple threat of all triple threats. And Lola's the number one contender. I didn't realize they're doing it in Fort Lauderdale, I think, is the show. So it makes sense. It's kind of close to Miami. Not really, but I love Lola. It'd be cool if she beat JC, but she probably won't. But it still feels like to me that Jada might be the one, so maybe keeping her away a little bit and letting some of the other girls who deserve a shot get it. Like Kalani will probably get one too. But yeah, that's I mean, who wouldn't enjoy this match of Lola, Jada, and Kalani?
I was gonna say, there were honestly anybody could have won this match, and I think we all are winners. So
100%. There are three studs, and I look at them in the way NXT has been set up. It's like, these three are main roster ready, but like they literally just called up like Stephanie and Julia and are barely getting them on TV. So it's like, let HBK continue to use them. Let them continue to develop. Let them continue to get chances because they are absolute studs. And until Triple H can fucking get his shit together, protect our girls because they are such fucking studs. And there's a reason why this is the best women's division in the world. Get Bozilla there. Next up, this is a fucking Dark State won the tag titles. Fuck off.
I mean, I should have put Dark State. I can't remember.
No, I think I don't know. I don't know what I did, but
I think you picked Dark State. But like in my head, I'm thinking to myself, why?
Because they need something. Because they know they fucking suck. And you know what's a shame is fucking Dion Lennox. Looks amazing in this group. Like, he is a fucking monster. The fact they debuted him as a nerd was a little questionable. But I also can't like change the disbelief that he just flipped the switch. The other dude, Osiris, he looks good too. I don't really get the little guy who's like the leader. Like, he never does anything. He's just annoying. And then the guy that was on LFG for like a brief moment, I know he has no fucking personality. And like, he just doesn't intimidate me at all with his fucking generic face and generic beard. So this group overall sucks. But the two that won the tag titles look good as a tag team. So just put them. And like the other two, like, honestly, I don't know. I don't buy them. So, but the name Dark State sucks. Their fucking gimmick sucks. Their premise sucks. And now they're the champions. And honk, honk. R.I.P. I love Hanky Tank.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yes.
I'm going to give you three factions.
Yep.
Some of the three worst factions of all time.
Retribution's the worst.
Okay.
What were the Dark State, Retribution?
Dark State.
What's the other one?
The Core.
I kind of like the Core. They were bad. They were bad, but like at least I like them.
Oh,
but like these two groups fucking suck. They're up there with like you can throw the Death Riders in there. But the
Joe,
Death
you
Riders
can't
are
say
better.
Joe, you can't say social outcast. Give me a break, Joe.
The social outcast is one of the greatest factions of all time.
That's like a jobber fucking faction.
Yeah. They were incredibly entertaining. There was nothing entertaining about Dark State, and there was nothing entertaining about Retribution, and they sucked. You need to have one or the other. And the social outcasts were incredibly entertaining. So,
we should probably do a top 5 worst factions of all time.
These 3 you can put in the Death Riders. I fucking hate them. And then we can find plenty others because there's been a lot. But like Dark State's bad, man. It's bad. But yeah, they're the champs. Next up, Dana Brooke won the TNA title. Ash by Elegance, the Elegance brand. She is the new TNA champion. I agree that it's the right decision to take it off JC. I don't think you need to have 2 of the NXT stars holding the 2 main titles. I think what Trick is doing with Trick and A is fucking amazing. I think they just, you have my theories I've said on this podcast of why they did it with JC, and I think JC's a stud, but she doesn't need this. Let her focus on NXT and her NXT title. And I have a lot of people very happy for Ash / Dana Brooke there. And so, yeah, good for her.
I got nothing to add there.
I don't watch TNA, so I probably won't ever see her again. Next up, this was my second favorite match on this card. Probably my third favorite match of the weekend. Blake Monroe defeats Jordan Grace in an absolute abina. These 2 have great chemistry. I mean, look it. We saw Blake Monroe dominate in AEW. We've seen Jordan Grace dominate in TNA. Now they're both here in NXT in the best women's division, working their way through, trying to prove themselves. And they're both studs in their own right. They have good chemistry. This match was really good. They're telling a good story, and the way it ended, we're going to get some sort of gimmick match at the next pay-per-view, and I can't fucking wait because I'm not ready for this to end. This is one of the feuds of the year already. It's been a good story. How it started was kind of rushed, but now that we're in it, like, I'm all in on this.
As long as it's not a steel cage.
I mean, it could be that. I hope not, but I could see it, but let's not do that. But I will say, I said to you off air before we got on, I had NXT on while I was waiting for us to start, and Blake Monroe was wrestling Kalani, and the crowd during the match was going, as a chant, That song is in my head 99% of the day. I don't know the words, obviously.
Clearly.
But, oh my God. I don't know how the worst musicians ever came up with this fucking perfect song. It is perfect. It's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. It's perfect.
They'll change it in 6 months. Don't worry.
No, they won't change this one. It's just so good. And it gives Blake a little extra in a very crowded division, which everyone needs a little extra. And I mean, if you're going to give someone extra, it's going to be someone who can run this division very quickly.
Do you think that Jordan Grace and her will probably continue this all the way into the main roster, maybe even be a tag team later on in the world?
No, I mean, they can always go back to that, but I'm assuming this feud's going to end with Jordan standing tall, and I think it's going to end with, I think Jordan or Jade is taking that title off JC. It makes sense. Just depends what direction they go. And then Blake can take off the other one if she's still there. But who knows? I mean, both of these girls we know are ready for the main roster as well. That's the thing. Like, and JC, I think, putting her in the position, she's proven it. That's 6 women right there that you could have called up fucking 6 months ago, and they're all studs and main roster worthy. But that's how good this division is. Because then there's a bunch of other fucking good women on this roster too. Not even talking about Lash Legend, who's making a name for herself a little bit. With their match with Nia Jax, she looked good. So it's just like they got main eventer after main eventer after main eventer in NXT.
Okay.
Speaking of Nestlemania, we knew this was going to happen. When you book a match with Chelsea Green and Ethan Page, 2 of the fucking best performers in your fucking company, against 2 brand new fucking can't fucking cut promos to save their life. I'm not going to say generic because they're Olympians and they're not generic, but it's just like there's a reason why they stuck Tavion Heights in a no quarter catch room because he wasn't ready. You watch him in the ring, he's fucking amazing. And the girl who won LFG who shouldn't have won, she's just not fucking ready. But obviously she's an Olympian and she showed in this match like her potential. But it's just like you knew fucking America was going to boo fucking America because we have no attachment to these 2 individuals except for they're trying to fucking wave a flag. But they're facing fucking Chelsea motherfucking Green, who is one of the most over people in the company, period. And you pair her with someone like Ethan Page, who is the perfect complement to Chelsea Green. He is pretty much male Chelsea Green. Like, if he ever gets to show what he can, I mean, he's older now, whatever, but like he has that, like that's that type of character. I don't know if this is a side note, but I don't know if you've seen that TikTok trend where sorry, my friend is throwing a fit. They did one, but they reversed the roles, and it was Ethan throwing a fit. I fucking was crying laughing. But it's just like these two get it. The crowd was insane for Chelsea. They were booing America. And you know what? This is why Shawn Michaels is the best booker alive. He booked the right team to win. He booked Chelsea Green, and he booked Ethan Page. You're veterans. You're studs. The win, and you sent the crowd home happy. It's the first PLE for both these other two. They're young. That's the beauty of NXT is the new person doesn't have to go over because they're going to get a million more chances. But to me, especially in the spot you put them in, which was a very fucking scary spot for two young performers that you clearly like, I'm glad you didn't have them win because that would have really hurt them. But instead, you have them lose. The crowd's happy. And now you move on. And you also lost to a main roster, first ever Women's United States champion, and Ethan Page, who fucking has held both your singles titles. And we know what he is. We know what he is.
Do you think that this is a faux pas on the HBK part of even booking this American tag team?
No, I don't love the decision to do it, but they clearly want to push both these individuals. And, oh my God, that guy just died. 3-0, by the way. Fucking haven't lost in like 3 weeks in this show. But besides the point, I don't love it. I don't love it, but I think by doing it what they did, that told me that they knew what they were doing. They knew they were putting in a bad situation, but I think they just really want to highlight these two. I mean, this was pretty much the debut for what's her name because they clearly slow played. It wasn't like Jasper Troy who came up and was fighting Obafemi. Fucking week 2, he was on the roster because that guy's ready. We knew she wasn't ready, but HBK picked her because he wanted the fucking Olympian. He didn't want the 21-year-old fucking stud who's a better wrestler than everyone on that show. But it's going to be interesting because I'm not a big believer in her. And again, Tavian Heights, I look at Tavian Heights Nestlemania, I watch him wrestle. He's a tag team guy. And for some reason, they took him out of the tag team. So, is what it is.
That's fair.
Yeah. Main event. Co-match of the weekend. Match of the year nominee. If you guys have not seen it, because I know not everyone doesn't watch NXT, you have to watch the main event, Obafemi, Javon Evans, Heatwave 2025. I mean, Oba, the fact that he is as good as he is with how minimal experience he has is incredible. The guy has no one to fight. But the reason why they do Javon again, because Javon Evans is like 22, 23 years old. And this motherfucker, not only is he bouncy, but I don't understand how he is as good as he is. And these two just have the chemistry. It's big, little, has all of it. Javon's a fucking daredevil. Oba can fucking spin him like a pizza. The fucking launch to the outside with this not fucking great clip. But this match was fucking beautiful. It told the story coming in, had the underdog story thing going on, but the bad boy won. So I'm curious what they do next with Javon because they're doing the thing like the gimmick, like Ava said on NXT tonight to kick it off. Like, I don't know where Javon is. No one's heard from him because clearly Ricky came out after this match and, kind of stood up to Oba. So I think Ricky was always the guy I looked at. I'm like, that's the only guy Oba hasn't faced in this division. But you have to see this match if you haven't. Oba, Javon, Hangman, MJF are must-sees from the weekend, in my opinion.
And overall, you like the NXT more than AEW?
Yeah, probably because they only really had one match that was the fucking absolute poops, and half the AEW card was fucking terrible. And AEW main event was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So
okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
But yeah, it was overall a good weekend, a good fun day of wrestling. A nice way to spend. I needed a lazy Sunday bad, so laying on the couch all day watching golf and wrestling. My boy Tommy Fleetwood, funny did it, baby. Finally did it. I need him to win like 10 more times to be even on him. Betting on him in my life, but I don't even care. I'm so happy for my lad. But it was a great Sunday.
And you like to bet the pony, so that's okay.
I didn't bet the ponies this weekend.
Okay. Probably because you lost a lot at the blackjack table.
You know what I do like?
What do you like?
Pink Pony Club. I just keep on dancing. Always in the shine. Much like the Pink Pony Club. Much like stuff. You know what else I love, Nestlemania?
What do you love?
Miller Don't Miss. So good. And you know what? They're running with it. It's about fucking time. About fucking time. You have fucking gold here. This is what The Miz does. And like, The Miz is perfect for what Melo needs right now because he's going to fucking launch this kid and give him every opportunity to fucking prove it. And he will prove it because Melo don't miss. But yeah, I'm ready for him to have the tag titles. And what I loved about this match is because what did the crowd do, Nestlemania? What do these crowds do sometimes?
They wanted the Miz.
They showed Miz so much love. It was the same thing of like when Baron Corbin went over there. It's like These are the real ones. These are the ones that just appreciate the ones that never get appreciation. And having Melo paired with Miz right now, you are able to do that without hurting the product. So it's just like this just was the beautiful mix they needed. They beat the fucking Motor City Machine Guns, which is another big win. They have a number 1 contender match next week against the Street Profits, who I think won a match. I don't even fucking remember because I don't care about anyone but Melo Miz. And we know Miz has a history with the Wyatts. It's a good feud for the Wyatts. The only time I'll care about the fucking Wyatts is this matchup. But yeah, give them the fucking tag titles. Bonus hope. I love them. I love Melo Miz.
I was just really excited for the Miz to get his flowers because I think that's really, really interesting. And they continue the fucking trend of like, hey, kid, I stole a victory, but don't worry about it. We'll get there. It's just I think it's funny. It works. It makes me laugh. It is funny to me how they make these makeshift tag teams kind of front and center, but they ignore completely real tag teams throughout the entire division. That always throws me off because they seem to like hodgepodgey more than they do real.
Well, they also like we just saw a match where the Wyatts beat all the real tag teams. So you kind of like this is the right time. Like this is the right actually opportunity to pull a trigger on a team like Melo Miz. Ride them while they're hot. They might win. They might not win. They probably won't. But it's just like we literally just saw the Wyatts beat everyone. And you can have Melo Miz. Like these other tag teams are still on TV every week because they know like SmackDown has the best tag division in wrestling right now. It's not even close. AEW fucking doesn't even come close. NXT's tag division's shit, hence by the champions. And Raw, they don't even try, which I'm sure we'll talk about later. But it's just like SmackDown has the teams. They have a ton of fun teams. So I have been enjoying SmackDown more than I had been because I get to watch tag team wrestling. So, and I love tag team wrestling.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What else did you like? I only like 2 other things this week.
Well, I'll say that. Well, one I have that I feel like will teeter-totter into a heat, so I have to make sure that it's probably the last thing that I really didn't like it. And just let me lay out, and if you don't like it, that's fine. I personally loved the McIntyre update. Cody's a little bitch and then eats an RKO. I thought that was interesting because it leads to the breadcrumbs of Cody Orton later on, but it also gives you the Orton still friends with Cody, as well as McIntyre doing what McIntyre does best. I don't know if Cody's just not going overseas or what, but
I think he needed a break from what I understand. I think he had some lingering stuff. So do we get Drew and Orton on Sunday? Is it Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday, I believe.
Sunday. Do we get that match as like because I think right now, if I'm looking at the Clash in Paris card, they have 5 matches. And obviously with losing the women's title match, which we'll get to later, you could easily add a McIntyre Orton, and that would kind of like cement all your top male stars booked on the card besides Cody. So at least you have everyone else there since you don't have your number 1 guy there.
Well, it seems odd to me, right? Like,
or is it too fast? You just save that for SmackDown.
My thought is it would be odd to put them on the European tour and not put them in a pay-per-view or a PLE. Like, I don't understand how that's even possible because
you would think you want McIntyre on this card and Randy because Randy's just over everywhere.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So for me, I would think it would be a slam dunk, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. But that's where my head went because I was excited to see McIntyre, talk shit again because I think McIntyre talking shit is always a good time. So
it's money. It's money.
I have no issue with it at all. And I can't believe I'm saying that now because you go back to like a year, 2, 3, maybe 5.
I think it's like 2 years ago now because I think we've been firmly on the McIntyre train for over a year because he fucking did it. But even before then, like, remember when he won the title in front of Noah and all that? Like, we were fucking haters, especially you.
Oh yeah, especially me because I'm a overseas hater. If Danny's are listening,
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to look really quickly. There's nothing really on SmackDown specifically.
You didn't like the Cena Paul showdown?
I do, but I do like the showdown. I think it's good. I think it's a good education for Logan Paul to be in the ring with a John Cena because there's, that's rarefied air.
Yeah.
I did like the promo. I liked him cooking him.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a fine line, in my opinion, with the John Cena, with the going, really hard in the paint on people. And I understand what he's trying to do because it's like, hey, I'm not going to give you an inch or a mile. I'm going to give you the John Cena treatment.
He wants you to prove it.
Yeah, he wants you to prove it.
That's how he's always been. I mean, right. I don't know if you saw it, but like Bully Ray actually did his show with my boy Baron Corbin. And I thought Corbin fucking had the perfect take on this. He's like, look this is how John operates. Like, he will put you over like crazy. Like, he wants you to succeed, but he is also going to give it you and put you in a position where you have to fucking prove it without a doubt. He is rooting for you, but he's not going to give it to you. He wants to make sure that you are put in a position where you have to literally take it from him. Some guys do, some guys don't. But that's what he is do. That is what he's always done. That's what he will do. You saw fucking MAGA swagger fucking crying like a baby. He didn't want to put you over. You know why, Jack? Because you kind of fucking sucked. I enjoyed you at times, but you fucking couldn't fucking talk. You were fucking generic, whatever. You were just a fucking big goober. Like, you kind of fucking sucked. You didn't take it. So, back of the line. But we saw Cena fucking annihilate Roman. That was the example Corbin did. And what did it do, Nestlemania? It fucking woke Roman up. And Roman was never like that again. So, it's just like Logan Paul we know is good. I mean, Cena has told us that. But it's like, what I saw in this was Cena being like, Logan, you can main event WrestleMania. You have the potential to be the best star and be the face of the company and be the fucking WWE champion. But it doesn't just happen, dude. It doesn't just happen. And that's to me what this was, is this is a prove it time for Logan Paul. We're going to see if he's ready or if he needs more time on Sunday. And that's why I loved it. And like, yeah, there are situations where when certain people do these types of things to superstars, we don't like it. But with Cena, it's different because I know the intent is different with him. We know what the intent is with like a Dwayne. It's not this. This is how Cena has always operated. And I was glad that I saw the Corbin thing because I don't think I really grasped that until he said it. And then it just all kind of clicked. So that's why I personally loved it. There was the other thing I really loved this week.
How did you feel about the backstage segment at the end of the SmackDown where they had to retape it, as well as, the Brock kind of like hanging fruit there at the end?
I don't care about the retaping stuff. Like, that doesn't bother me. Because here's the thing. Like, we work in television. Like, there's bad takes all the time from, like, the best people in the world. Just nobody's fucking perfect. And especially when you're doing something like this. Like, yeah, it was fucked up. But that's why the beauty of fucking being able to fix things. If you have the opportunity to fix it, wouldn't like, it's one of those things like, if you break something and you had the opportunity to fix it, would you do it? Yeah. So it's just like, everybody fucking makes a mistake. It doesn't matter. That doesn't bother me at all. The Brock thing, I thought it was an interesting timing with it. I don't know if I would have done that right now, but I don't know. It is what it is. So your boy here, Dommy Fed, saying Paul gonna hit a grand slam here. That's pretty. This high is a
praise.
prove it moment for Logan. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if he's like ready to take it right now, but this is a good reality check to see where he is, to see if like he is capable of going to that level sooner rather than later. But John's gonna make him fucking earn it. He fucking made him look like a fucking asshole, and why I loved it, because someone like Logan Paul, like deep down, that's gonna fucking light a fire on him. So I believe in him. I think he's gonna seize the moment on Sunday, but we'll see.
I'm curious because I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, and we've all talked about this. We're going to be very interested to see what happens with Logan Paul versus John Cena at Clash in Paris. But the one thing I'm interested in is Logan Paul doesn't really have like a slow pace. This dude goes and crashes and burns. This guy does a lot of athleticism, a lot of great things that he does in the ring. John Cena is like the fucking Michelin man. Like we saw at SummerSlam, the John Cena of old, and maybe that's what we're going to get for the last 10 appearances. But I just have a feeling that I'm curious to see if the styles clash, if the styles mesh. I have a feeling that unless we're going to get the fucking kaboom of the week, that this match may not live up to my expectations of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned with Cena matches nowadays. I mean, him and Cody fucking delivered, but that was a different type of match. And this one is a little different because you have an old guy versus a guy who is very good, but, he does need a little help along the way. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Anything else that you liked, or did you want to get...
The only other piece of shine I had is, I will say, I know I've kind of shit on this feud. I still kind of have, but I thought they did a good job with Roman and Bronson on Monday. I mean, Roman in front of these crowds is always fun. I could fucking watch that shit all day. He even said, he's like, we could do this all night. But I thought they did their best they could the exiled Samoan thing, I more laughed at it than like took it seriously. But at least in this promo, it felt like, okay, it reminded me of something, an argument that I use against you a lot. And I kind of am going to use it against myself here. Like, yeah, Roman, Bronson Reed, like the names, it doesn't do much for me. But then I thought about like, this match is probably going to be really fucking good because it is the biggest opportunity of Bronson's career. And Roman gets to work a little differently than he normally does. I feel like he has the opportunity here to kind of work like he does against Brock, which I always enjoyed, because Roman's not the bigger guy. Roman's not the stronger guy. It's fucking Tsunami Boy, Bronson Reed. And Bronson's fucking pretty agile. So I think this match could be a show stealer on Sunday. So as much as I fucking kind of scoff at the idea of this being an actual thing, I think it's going to be a really enjoyable match. So I'm going to just shut up and watch, baby. Join the show. Join the show.
I fully expect Roman Reigns to win this match, and then afterwards get Tsunami like 6 times, and then he's written off TV till November. So
yeah, Braun Breaker will beat him up because then he'll come back and he'll face Braun Breaker 1-on-1, which I actually want to see. But
I don't think they're going to blow their load on that. I just think they're going to wait.
Well, if the plan is for Roman Seth at WrestleMania, he has to beat Braun before that happens. So whether you do it at Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble, or maybe a pay-per-view in between the Royal Rumble and whatever, if you're doing Roman Seth, he has to beat Braun at some point.
I don't know. I feel like they protect Braun way more than they protect Seth. So we'll see.
They should. Braun's fucking way better than Seth. He's also the young future. Seth's fucking bulletproof.
That's true. Very true. This is where I'm going to teeter-totter because I don't care, but I think that people are going to be like, I'm not a fan of this. I would say on SmackDown, Becky Lynch coming out and fucking hosing the crowd, I thought was incredible. It was Ireland. It was the whole thing, and she just shit over everybody. Like, I thought that was wonderful. Then on the flip side of it, get him off my TV on Raw. Apparently, a lot of people are upset about the Birmingham Ozzy Osbourne comment, if you believe that. I personally don't think anybody gives a shit because I think Ozzy would have got a fucking kick out of it personally.
I think that was good heat. I have no problem with what she did on it. But I honestly like the Monday stuff better than the Friday stuff.
Honestly, I think overall, I would say this much. My heat is with people hating it, not necessarily Becky Lynch, because I was sitting there going, man, 2 weeks, two shows in a row, Friday and Monday. She went out there and she obliterated the crowd and she obliterated. But here's the other thing. I think on Monday specifically, if Becky Lynch could be booked like that all the time on Monday, where she was kind of like backtracking and then like flubbing and then like calling people, you called me the C word. That was worse than I thought you were going to say, like that to me is exactly what her character needs to be. It doesn't need to be the smart mouth fucking I beat you all the time. It needs to be the baby face getting the best of her, getting the the PLE and losing. That's exactly how it has to be drawn out, because when I watched her on Friday and I watched her on Monday, I went, this is exactly what she needs to do. And I'm very hard on Becky Lynch, but I was very entertained and I thought there was a lot of good stuff here, but I think they're going to get away from it. And that's the part that bothers me, because they found the recipe, I think, but they're not going to stick to the recipe. They're going to do something stupid. I fully believe that they are going to fuck this up, because I thought on Monday specifically, that was the best she's looked since she's won that championship, in my opinion, in terms of a character, not necessarily anything else. And honestly, Nikki Bella got some of her stuff back, which I think is really important too, because we don't believe that Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella is going to be that great of a match. And I don't necessarily believe that Becky Lynch is, like she said, that Nikki Bella is not really in her wheelhouse or even in her league. So I feel like when you say those kind of things, you're making the characters kind of fight for position, and you're also making the fans go, yeah, she's right. Why do I give a shit about Nikki Bella? So,
well, Nikki Bella needs to fucking learn how to pronounce where she is, first of all. She fucking fucked up Stephanie McQuay. Like, this is Becky's best work in a long time, so I'd have to watch them back to back to see which one was better. But, I mean, the Friday one, like, I enjoyed the promo, but once all the bullshit started and we got the Teddy Long tag team match play, I was like, oh, this is a waste of my time. And it was. But yeah, on Monday, it's just like, so I think Nikki has taken the spot of Stephanie Naomi, and what a fucking downgrade. I mean, you said it, like, I don't give a fuck. I watch Nikki Bella out there, and I'm just like, there are fucking 30 girls at NXT that are better than her right now. It's like Nikki Bella, like, sure, that's fine. Put her on a Legends deal, whatever, but hopefully this is it. I doubt it. It seems like she wants to stick around, but it's just like, what does John Cena say, Nikki? Your time is up. Everyone else's time is now. Get the fuck out of the way. We got so many talented women I want on my TV. More Bozillas, more Vaquers, more Julias, more Lolas, more Jadas, less fucking Bella. And if we get that other fucking one back, which we won't, because thank God she's married to that fucking goat troll loser, that they won't rehire her. At least I don't have to deal with one. Speaking of him, did I mention how fucking shitty he is on commentary? He sucked on Dynamite. He sucked on the pay-per-view. Bryan Danielson, you fucking attention-seeking little dweeb. Go back in the back. Fucking let Tony Khan get in his knees and suck your little goat troll cock like he wants to. You can help him book. You can fucking give people advice. You can train. You're great at that. But get the fuck off commentator. You are fucking boring. You bring nothing to the match. You have fucking no personality on the mic. For a guy that I know his personality, you fucking suck at it. You fucking loser. Get the fuck off my television. Literally. Put anyone else on commentary besides Chris Jericho. Fuck him too. I think Bryan Danielson, like, I am so far out on him now. For a guy that, like, earned my respect so much, his fucking run the last year and a half with this fucking stupid company, he is such a fucking loser. Get out of here. Go back to your little fucking farmhouse with your Bella and fucking make more babies or some shit. Just go away.
Tell me how you really feel, Josh.
I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of his shit.
Okay. That's fine. You don't have to get hot about it.
He's good on commentary? He's fucking terrible.
You don't have to get hot about it, bud. Jesus.
I do. It's a podcast. I'm allowed to yell about shit.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Good luck following that.
No, I know. There's a couple of things that really bother me. We talked about it last week, but this week I thought was more egregious than a couple weeks ago or last week. This fucking saga with Rhea and Io and the Kabuki Warriors is some of the worst shit I have ever seen. And it's not a Japanese yelling thing. It's just the back and forth, the continuity, the fucking stay out of it, don't stay out of it. No, I love you, lovey-dovey, touchy. And then it's just like, I'm sitting here going to myself, what the fuck have we done to Rhea Ripley and Io? Have we put them in a fucking romance angle? Like, what is going on here? And it's just like, Rhea Ripley looks so fucking weird to me. Like, in terms of, like, this woman was the destroyer, the eradicator, and now she's, like, just there. And it's like, I get it. She gets a fucking reaction. But as a character, this is the worst I've ever seen. And I'm more upset with the fucking Kabuki Warriors and Io portion of this. But God damn it, I was just like, what the fuck is it? It was like it was like the match happened. There was at least 2 backstage segments, if not more. In theory, this should all work out in the match, right? The match we know will be fine and amazing, and we'll all but getting to this point of watching the matchup is excruciating for me because I feel like the acting is so bad. It's like, we're going to forgive it. I'm not going to forgive this because if you're that fucking good, if you're that fucking top of the mountain, maybe you should have a fucking gear where you can fucking make this work. And honestly, none of you are making this work. This is one of the worst things I've seen recently in WWE. And I think that all of them need to shut the fuck up and move on.
Wow. That is a strong take. I didn't hate this that much. I mean, it's not good. We just need to get to the part where the Kabuki Warriors beat the fuck out of Io. That's all we care about. They're slow playing it, but it's like Rhea is, and while you were talking, I like got in my head, like she's entered Charlotte territory, which we are just the same thing. Bianca kind of got here too. All they did was fight for titles over and be champions. But like now we enter this other world and it's just like, I'm not as interested when they're not, because it's just like, I'm so used to them being on top. It's like, and like maybe it's part her problem, but I don't really think it is. I think Rhea's doing what she's supposed to be doing, but it's just the other stuff isn't compelling enough. It's not. So it just, I think we saw it happen with Charlotte and we get Charlotte fatigue because of it. I don't know. So Rhea is in this weird place and they want to do this team up, but it's just like, at this point, I don't care until the Kabuki Warriors beat the fuck out of Io. That's what we're waiting for. Until you do that, everything you do leading up, click. It doesn't mean shit. You're just delaying it. So I think this is one of those ones where I don't know if you had a lawn term thing here. You just got to fucking pull the trigger because the issue there and now, and we'll see how they address it next week, is you were supposed to have a title match between Stephanie Vaquero and Naomi. Naomi has had to relinquish the title because she's preggers. You got a baby Uso baby. But like, I'm looking at the Raw roster and I'm seeing Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. And they're doing this whole thing, but it's like, how do you keep them away from going for the championship? That's the other problem here, because that is in the back of my mind, where it's just like, how am I buying this? That they'd rather do this little fucking bullshit than go after the biggest prize for the woman on the Raw roster. Yeah, it's a tough look. Also, Stephanie Vaquer fucking not being in front of a crowd for like 2 months straight now. I think I've ranted about this every week. I know you have too. Like, I don't know what's going on with Triple H lately, but he is fucking dropping the ball with the shit. It's like this woman was the most over thing in wrestling. She was the most over thing in wrestling. And then you just stopped. And now you're not booking her at all. And you do a little backstage segment where my boy Adam Pearce goes, someone's going to face you for it next week. I'll tell you my hope, what I want to happen there. But it's just like, Stephanie Vaquer, how is she not on my TV? That's why I said earlier about Lola, Jade, and Kalani. I don't need you to rush them out because Triple H doesn't know what the fuck he's doing right now. He doesn't. He is botching it, baby. He needs to call Shawn Michaels and be like, I need you to give me a seminar on how to book the woman because I can't do it. I haven't been able to do it that well in a long time. The main roster's always had issues with it. How the fuck do you do it? Because half that NXT card on Sunday was women, and they fucking all stood out. Half the card when you watch NXT on Tuesday, Nestlemania, a lot of times more than half, is fucking women's wrestling. There's something that happens when that changes. And I can tell you, the two main pieces, one's named Shawn Michaels, the other one's named Triple H. Just saying. There's a disconnect there. He's got to figure it out.
I don't know this for sure, but I would point the finger at Bruce Pritchard personally.
100%. I agree with that because I think he has a lot of control. And I mean, it makes sense. We know Triple H doesn't like black wrestlers, and we know Bruce Pritchard can't book women. So 0 for 2. Let's get some new blood. Let's get fucking Road Dogg out of there. Fucking hate him too. Let's get all these fucking old pieces of shit out. Let's get some new blood. Let's get some fresh minds. Let's get more Molly Hollies. Let's get more Jamie Nobles. Let's get more Adam Pearces. Let's get some like fresh voices in here. Let's get more, I don't know, Tyson Kidd. Because you know who can book women on the main roster? Tyson fucking Kidd. Jason Jordan when he gets a chance too. Maybe lean on those guys a little more because you're failing. You are failing the woman on the main roster.
Anything else, or would you let you get hopeful?
Glorious, you're my only hope. I teased it here. Look it. Stephanie needs an opponent. I've been saying for weeks I want to be Roxanne because I think it's the perfect storyline for Liv. She did everything that Liv did, but she'll just do it faster. But Liv's probably still out. I don't know. It could be like 8 months at this point. So you can always get there. But there's someone else who has been on a fucking roll for a while now. Doing great fucking work. And it started when she came back and helped Liv. But she's been putting it in. And she's someone that we saw the flashes at NXT. You were on the bandwagon. You were off the bandwagon. You were on the bandwagon again. But with good reason. Raquel Rodriguez has a lot of talent. And we just mentioned that Raw roster. Those 4 women are doing their thing. There's not much else there. Becky's also the mid-card champion feud with Nikki Bella. And then like Lyra and Bayley are in this weird vortex right now that they got to figure out. So it's just like that literally leaves Raquel and Roxanne to challenge Stephanie. Well, you had fucking Roxy to clean pin to fucking New Charlotte on fucking Monday. So you killed that idea because you can't be like, oh yeah, Roxanne, even though you pinned Io last week, yeah, we fucking erased it. So if I give you a title shot, I have to give Rhea a title shot. We're probably not doing that. So Raquel's the answer. And you know what? Knowing how far away Liv is, I'm fine with that. Roxy's a fucking stud. She's going to have plenty of championships. Just like she said, she promised she'll main event at WrestleMania someday. I fucking believe you. I hope it's Roxanne Perez and Sasha Banks when she comes back. That's a main event at WrestleMania to me. That's neither here nor there. Raquel's ready right now. She's been doing great work. Her kind of taking the mantle here at the Judgment Day and beating Stephanie would be good television because it's easy to do. I mean, she has Roxanne in her corner. You lie, you cheat, you steal. It's the fucking Judgment Day way, with their theme song that doesn't match their group at all, but it's a fucking banger. But yeah, that's my hope. Raquel Rodriguez is the opponent for Stephanie Vaquer. Raquel Rodriguez beats Stephanie Vaquer. Raquel Rodriguez is your new women's world heavyweight champion. Is it the one that's on Raw? I can't.
Yes. Yep.
Straight. Hashtag JC knows. Hashtag JC hopes come true. Give it to the back.
Listen, I definitely love what's going on here, but I don't know exactly like. They're just in a bad way. They're in a bad fucking way. I don't know what else to say. They're in a bad fucking way about it.
They can't just give it to Stephanie. I think we agree with that. As much as I fucking love her.
Yes.
I fucking think she's one of the biggest stars they have right now, and they're ruining it. She doesn't need it right now. The money is on her chasing whatever happens. So give it to the heel. Give it to the heel who's been fucking putting in the work, who deserves it.
Okay.
What's your hope, baby?
My hope is this was an interesting take on the Bayley thing that was happening here. It was the first week in a long time that we saw the hugger Bayley come back. And then she was fighting internally with the Ding Dong Bayley. And I kept thinking to myself, well, this is clearly a schizophrenic thing. I want to see Bayley come out some weeks where she's a fucking hugger. I want to see Bayley come out with the Ding Dong. And then I want to just have her go back and forth and have kind of like a schizo thing where she's just like not sure of what's going on to a point where she just fucking has a mental breakdown and becomes a really, really, really dark character. But I think getting a couple weeks of Hugger Bailey might see some cool stuff. Then you see her go back to the ding dong stuff. And then you just keep going back and forth, and then to a point where you really hit home this new version. And I really want to stress this. I hope there is a new version of this, because going back to either version of those characters would be a disservice to how good Bailey is. And I think playing with that and then moving on to a new role in all of this would really make a difference for Bailey. And I think that's where we're headed. And I think a schizophrenic thing would be very, very fucking cool. Just to snap into different things would be really, really interesting. I mean, I'm not saying she's going to go Bray Wyatt where she's, doing fucking Swamp Bray and then the Fiend, and then she's Bray Wyatt from the Funhouse. But I mean, like, you could get something out of this. I think that would be very interesting. That could help a lot of women get to the next level. And I think she's not going to be a champion. I think making Bailey an attraction with a character people can enjoy would be very, very good. So that's my hope. Give her the schizo. I do want to see Hugger Bailey. I do want to see Ding Dong back and forth. I think it'd be really, really, really good television, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm pro what's going on with Bailey here. Let's make it happen, baby. Should we get to the comeback, Nestlemania?
Yes.
I know our boy Joe went to bed, but he mentioned in the chat early, there was a massive comeback at Forbidden Door. Wardlow! I still want him to go to WWE at some point, but I fucking popped so big when that big motherfucker came out. My meat man is back. The greatest meat man in AEW history. And I instantly was like, there are so many matches I want for Wardlow. But I need Bobby Wardlow at some point. I need that. I need that like I need air. I do think it's hilarious that every fucking guy who returns is just put in the Don Callis family. But I will say, when they showed that fucking lineup of his fucking stable, he has a fucking army of studs. Absolute studs. Like, he has like half the male singles wrestlers like on the roster, and it just like it's impressive. It's impressive. It's an impressive group. And Wardlow, I mean, he's the perfect guy for the Don Callis family. Like, I always love Wardlow, but like, he looks like a heel. He acts like a heel. He's a fucking absolute stud. So he makes sense in this group. He looked great. I'm happy to have him back because I fucking love Wardlow. He is the man. He gets my comeback. Who else do I love, Nestlemania?
Hater in the house.
Oh, yeah.
I popped big time when I saw her. I just love her. I think she's fantastic. I love that she's a brutality. Like, she just, when she walks down, I believe her the minute she's just like, I'm
cool.
gonna fuck somebody up. So
she's so cool.
When I saw that, I was like, fuck yeah. Cause like this is going to be a weird statement, but she's probably somebody that they're not using at all.
I agree.
And like, I look at her and I think to myself, if there's one person that could beat Monet, if there was one person that might be able to take it away from Tony, like, I would believe that in any situation. So you got to
rebuild for it before on this program, and they just dropped. I know she got hurt, but like even before then.
But you got to rebuild her. That's the problem. You can't just hot shot it in. You got to rebuild her and make her actually. I mean, they kind of are with the people that she interrupted. But when I saw her, I was just so happy because there's something about her that just like makes me like, it warms my heart to see somebody like that. So I was very excited to see her back. So she gets my comeback, and I'm very excited for her.
Yeah, I absolutely adore Jamie Hayter. She's always been a JC gal. Her and Britt Baker combination was some of my favorite work in AEW. But yeah, she's been ready for a long time. Ooh. She's had some injuries. I agree with Dom 100%.
Hater greater than Stat. All right.
They're both fucking absolute studs. Let's not get it twisted. But I have been very high on Jamie Hayter for a long time, and that hasn't changed. I think she is, if they fucking actually push her correctly, she is on the level of Toni Storm, Mercedes Moné. I completely agree. I think she has charisma that they don't tap into enough. I think she has a lot of cool looks. And I think in that ring, there aren't too many they have that are better than her. She just hasn't got a chance to prove it in a long time. But Toni Storm has no one less to feat. I didn't bring it up. But she's now beaten Athena, who hadn't fucking lost in like 2 years besides to Mercedes. And then she gave Mercedes her only loss. That woman has 9 fucking titles, only taken 1 out. There's literally nobody for Toni Storm to fight. So I'm curious how they're going to do that going forward. But Jamie Hayter is the type of person I would build to go after Toni or Mercedes. You are 100% right.
Say it again.
Or they could, sign Bozilla and have her beat Toni Storm in 30 seconds and make Bozilla the greatest champion of all time because Bozilla is the greatest of all time.
You would rather say that than say that I was right again. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking look at my name tonight is Bozilla Stan at JC of the JK.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I am obsessed. I need her in NXT yesterday. Oh my God, she's so good. Love her.
Anyway.
Big old finish, Nestlemania. We'll be getting a Clash in Paris momentarily, but we have we'll call it the Paris pre-show on Friday night on SmackDown. We have a United States title match, Solo versus Sami Zayn. For the love of God, Solo better fucking win. When we have a number one contenders match between Melodome Miz and the Street Profits, Melodome Miz is going to win. And then we have a women's tag team title match. The Secret Harvest, which we're also getting pretty heavy chance on NXT, are challenging Charlotte and Bliss. We obviously know Charlotte and Bliss will win.
I hope so, but imagine if they fucking won. It'd be great.
That'd be hilarious if they had Charlotte and Bliss, who have done such a great. No,
yeah, I know.
I feel like all three of these matches are cookie cutter, which is why they are on Friday instead of Sunday. On Raw, after we do have another title match, Intercontinental, the rematch, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. That'll be a banner once again. Does AJ win? I have a feeling AJ could win
in Paris.
They're both going to be super over, but I have a feeling it feels like AJ might win this, especially if Dom's going to beat fucking El Vaquino de Hijo, whatever the fuck his name is.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have that's my bold take. I will pick AJ Styles to upset Dom on Monday and become the new Intercontinental Champion. And Nestlemania, that leads us to the Clash in Paris. On Sunday, we're going back in time. We have 5 matches announced as of now. We expect there will be a 6 match or some sort of segment. But we can't pick that because it's not there right now. But first up, the Nestlemania main event, singles match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, the only women's match on the card. Becky Lynch defends her title against Nikki Bella. Give me Becky.
Yeah, I would say if Nikki Bella won this, I would probably. What's funny? I started typing it in because TJ hadn't put it in yet, and I automatically my brain went into autopilot and decided to tell me that I didn't even have to put in Nikki Bella in the description, but I will. Give me Nikki. Give me Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch is the only person that can fucking keep going.
Next up, we have a singles match: John Cena, Logan Paul, Nestlemania. Who you got?
Oh, wow. Well, I could go one of two ways. I think this is a great situation for Logan Paul to not win this and have Cena get on the uptick so he can be ready for Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar could just show up in Paris and cost him championship, the match. But I don't think they're going to waste a Brock appearance on just fucking coming out in F5 in him. So I'm going to pick Cena, but I don't feel good about it.
I would have Logan Paul beat him, but I also understand John Cena needing to look strong, as you said, going to Brock Lesnar. I do think we're going to get a Brock appearance. I mean, you mentioned it earlier in the show. Cena dropped the line. It's like Joe Hendry, say his name and he appears. I believe Joe even said that in the chat. You say Brock Lesnar, he might appear. The question is, does he appear, like you said, during the match and cost him? Or does Cena like doing a celebration and Brock fucking annihilates him again? I would prefer that Brock Lesnar cost him. I'm going to pick with my heart. Give me Logan Paul.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Upset special. I'm so far ahead of you anyway, so it doesn't matter. I can take risks. Because that's all I care about is beating you. Literally. It's literally all I care about. And you're getting your ass.
I mean, I'm a 3-time champion. What kind
of... you're only as good as your last game. Guess what? You fucking suck. Next up, we have a singles match for nothing. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. Give me Roman Reigns.
It's actually for the Shulafala.
Yeah, it doesn't say that on Wikipedia. So
well, nobody says that.
Yeah, well, no one says it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb here. I think Roman Reigns is not gonna lose to fucking Bronson Reed.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go out on a limb and actually pick Bronson Reed.
No.
Okay. Since you're so far ahead of me, I thought you had a nutsack. That's all.
I would like to see Bronson Reed do a shoey out of Roman's shoe like he teased. He'd obviously have to do that before or during the match. I think during the match would be great. So give me that, Bronson.
Hold on.
Give me that, big boy.
Can I ask, as a person who is disgusted by feet, a shoey sounds even more disgusting to me.
Yeah, I would never do it, but I fucking enjoy it when they do it in the UFC. I think it's great.
Okay.
But it's an Australian thing. I mean, they make choices.
They're a little fucking weird over there. Their toilets go the wrong way.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking Roman Reigns or Bronson Reed?
Oh, I'm taking Roman Reigns.
I figured. Next up, good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Sheamus versus Rusev. I'm excited for this. I mean, it's pretty much a street fight. Nestle just hates it because he's fucking hates Irish people and hates shillelaghs and hates fucking gimmicked fun matches. So it's just stupid. I hate it. It sucks. This is gonna be a banger, and I'm picking Rusev Futria, Rusev Machka. Fuck you, Dom. Rusev's a stud.
Is this like? I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking Rusev should win.
He should, but Sheamus might win.
But
I'm gonna think our French was a good thing. I think actually is Bulgaria closer than Ireland?
I'm gonna pick Sheamus because Sheamus is a crowd favorite.
I could see it. I didn't really add up my heel and babyface balance, but yeah, we disagree again. I like that. I wonder if we'll disagree in what I expect should be the main event, considering it's the only world title.
It's not the main event. It's gonna be Seth Rollins on the fucking undercard, and John Cena and I was gonna say Roman. John Cena and Logan Paul are headlining this thing.
If Brock Lesnar comes back, you're probably right. But there is one person in this match that you could put in the main event for, that's CM Punk, and then you can throw in Jey Uso and LA Knight. Fatal 4-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins defends against those men. CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. We didn't really talk about it on Monday, but typical bullshit in the main event. CM Punk and LA Knight got mad, and Jey Uso fucking kicked them both in the head. Jey Uso stands tall. We knew he wasn't winning, so it makes sense. I mean, Seth Rollins is retaining, but I hope this is a fun match.
I don't think I'll remember this one, so I'm not really going to spend too much time on it.
I will remember you, Bozilla. Who's better, Bozilla or Seth Rollins?
Oh, Bozilla.
Thank you. We can end the podcast now. I'm happy.
I don't think there's anything else to say.
Bo freaking Zilla.
Bo freaking Zilla. I will say this much, though. If I'm looking at this matchup, there's no fucking way in hell that anybody is going to remember this match nor care about this match. However,
you're only saying that because LA Knight's in it.
No. It's because here's the thing. Jey Uso has to turn heel at some point, I think, but it ain't happening right now.
That as long as they are printing money off him, he's in fucking Cody Cena territory. They ain't fucking turned him.
I hope so someday.
No, maybe someday, and like fucking when people don't think Yeet is cool anymore, which might not happen because they're all a bunch of fucking puppets.
Yeah, a bunch of puppets.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? You're all set?
Yeah. I mean, go watch the matches I told you to watch at the top of the show. Hopefully Paris is fun. I doubt I'll be watching it live. Oh my God.
It's like 2 in the afternoon when it happens. So
guess who's about to be 5-0 for the second straight week?
I'm your good luck charm. Did you know that?
I am a fucking sharp. I wish I had some of that blackjack money I could have put on these bets.
So you predicted and you didn't bet?
Oh no, I bet, but I would have had more money to bet if I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Not that I would have, because I'm smart with my units, but in Austin theory. Oh my God, this guy is just fucking killed me. Dead body. Yep, 5-0.
All right. On that note, thank you for listening and watching the Jobber Knocker podcast. We'll be back next week, folks, with some more Jobber Knockery.
Bozilla, get on over here. You're in the WWE.